Hey guys, this is the bike BJ40. Does the name sound familiar? Yes, this was actually first built in 1958. Of course, it looked a little bit different then because this was actually based on a military vehicle, and today this is the end result. This is the BJ40 Plus, and it looks super great, man. Okay, so this is what I would want if I went off-road, because this is fully off-road capable, and it's got a Borg Warner transfer box, and it is part-time four-wheel drive. Ground clearance is 210 mm. These are 17-inch wheels, and I'm sure you can make it bigger. But you look at it, man, this is built for off-road. It looks so macho, and powering this car is a 2-liter turbocharged engine, and it gives you 224 PS and 380 Newton meters of torque in a vehicle that is this size. The length 4645, actually it is longer than the SUV, and it is 1.925 mm wide, actually wider than the SUV, and 1871 mm tall. So this may look small, but it's actually a very big vehicle, and it will seat 5 people comfortably. Okay, so looking at this, I was told that this car first started, the grandfather of this car was called the BJ212, made in 1966 by the very same company, which was actually formed in 1958. So there's a lot of history to this vehicle. So the gearbox is an 8-speed automatic, and is made by ZF. Does that sound familiar to you? ZF is the same company that makes gearboxes for BMW cars. Front suspension is double wishbone, so this is good. And look at the brakes. You ventilated this, and I was told that these were co-developed with Mitsubishi. So this looks very, very familiar. This is a 2-pot floating caliper, which I have seen for a very long time, and it's in the Celica GT40 and also in the Evo series of rally cars. So these brake pads, easy to find. Suspension, double wishbone with coil springs, so pretty good. And along the side you have, of course, this running board, and you can use this for the side step. You have 4 doors here, and at the back, this is a very traditional 5-link suspension, yeah? So it's a live axle there, and of course you also have coil springs and shock absorbers. And at the back, it's also modernized. You now have a single floating caliper with solid discs. So this vehicle should be pretty good for off-road because of its good high clearance. And on top of that, it has hill descent control, hill assist, auto hold. Yeah, so on the road, it'll be at home. In the jungle, it'll be even more at home. And let's look at the other nice features. So the most important part of it is here. I want to show you is the panels up here can be removed, and it's actually quite simple. 2 panels here and also 1 panel at the back here can be removed. Let's try. So as you can see, we have removed the 2 pieces of the front roof, and also this rear piece can be removed, but it's going to take a bit of work, so we're not going to do that. But also we have learned that the front screen can be unscrewed and tilted forward, and if you look on the bonnet, you can see the rubber bunks there. That's for the screen to actually lean there. So this vehicle can actually be a military use vehicle, and of course in the jungle it's going to be very fun. And for safety, they have a built-in rollover cage that extends from the front through to the center here and all the way to the back. So for rollover safety, it's here. In other safety terms, you also have, of course, your AEB and a lane departure warning only. Yep. So other than that, of course, you have your traction control and your ESP and all that. Okay, so in terms of sitting inside the car, it's quite comfortable. You have power seat for the driver, mechanical seat for the co-driver. In terms of instrumentation, you have a screen here. It's digital, but you get analog instruments inside, speedometer one side, and rev counter, MID in the center, and this one shows 3 doors are open. Up here, there's an infotainment screen, and it's also a touch screen. You can have your media, and also radio, Bluetooth settings for your car, and also my car information, yeah. And start stop is here, and also on this console is your 2H, 4H and 4L, and it's electronic controls. Usually from 2H to 4H it's just on the move, but to go to 4L you actually have to slow down because there's a further reduction in the gear, and if you don't stop, the safety will not allow you, and if it happens to get in, you might break the gearbox, so that's why you have to stop. Anyway, this transfer box is made by Borg, and a lot of the four-wheel drive vehicles use this. So you have a ZF gearbox from Germany, which is used in BMWs. You have a Borg 4x4 system, which is used worldwide, and you have this vehicle that's built in China with a 2-liter engine. The suspension is double wishbone in the front, live axle in the back. Very, very standard build for four-wheel drive vehicles. So those people who are driving four-wheel drive will understand what I mean. So, and of course this one has got all the modern amenities you have possible, yeah. So you have also a steering that is not adjustable for reach, but just adjustable for height, yeah. And down here you have a gear lever that looks quite good, the R, N and D, and park of course on one side, and manual transmission by pushing to the right, and again you get plus minus. Okay, so handbrake is electronic and auto hold. Alright, so inside you have a USB and also a compartment here. And here I don't see a wireless charger, but it's just a little hole for knickknacks. And seats look like leather. They're kind of semi-bucket and quite nice. Downside is no reach adjustment for the steering, only up and down, and also the seat has got no up and down adjustment. That's about it. Other than that, it's pretty good. So let's have a look at the back. Okay, so the front seat is adjusted to my driving position, plenty of leg room. Now remember I said the wheelbase is quite long on this car, so this is actually a C segment vehicle, and so there is plenty of room. You can seat 4 to 5 people. This one is a bit wider, so you might just make 5 people at a pinch. But of course 4 people would be best, because then you can put the center rest down, 3 headrests here, and the rear seat, let's check it out. Yes, there's a bit of reclining available, so you can recline the rear seat, and of course it's split 60-40, yeah. And let's see, can we split it down? Yes, we can. So this is the half split, and this is what it looks like at the back. Quite a good space, and here you can see this is the roll cage that's built inside the car for the rollover safety. So looks pretty good. Now the roof lines are a little bit on the low side, but I will live with it. Okay, so at the back you get a spare tire, and this is a side opening door, and it opens in 2 sections. Look at that, and it opens up this way, so you actually get a very, very big space here, and this is interesting. Haven't seen this for a very, very long time, so this is very innovative. This is a built-in tow hook. It looks plastic, but no, it's actually hard steel, and there's one on each side, so there are 2 tow hooks at the rear. And look, another 2 in the front, so you don't have to do your own tow hooks. So this is a 2-liter double overhead cam, turbocharged petrol engine. You get 224 PS and 380 Newton meters of torque. Drive is part-time 4-wheel drive through a Borg Warner transfer box and an 8-speed ZF gearbox. So technically, this vehicle is quite safe because most of the parts are available. Hey guys, just look at it, man. Isn't this a beautiful vehicle? It is very retro, but with all the modern amenities, both outside and inside. Very, very flexible and very, very macho looking. I actually like this vehicle very much. But what do you think, guys? Would you buy this? Let us know what you think in the column below. And till we meet again in the next video, bye-bye.